Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I'm your yarn host Jennifer. Why do I look so bad? Why am I laughing? You're in my closet. And the reason that's funny is because this closet is a hot mess. It is an absolute disaster. It is the home to a tub full of my scrap balls. It is home to my container of scrap fabric, and it is the home to all of my tubs of crocheted items. Yeah, there's a lot. Some of these are earmarked for donations. Some of them are just blankets that I've made for future grandchildren, but I've talked about that in a previous video, and some of you totally relate to me and some of you think I'm crazy. But yes, I have a whole tub of just blankets, baby blankets, and a blanket I made for myself that I don't want to get dog hair on, so I keep it in a bucket, so it's not really of use to me. But the reason I'm cleaning out this closet, I mean, aside from the fact that it's a mess, it's cold outside. My 5-year-old little man keeps losing his hats. He's in kindergarten. He's also all over the place all the time, like mentally and physically. He's just like a ball of energy and he can't focus ever. So yesterday I literally took the hat off of my head and gave it to him because it was 28 degrees outside first when I was taking him to school. I took the hat off my head and I gave it to him. So it was my hat. But it was a unisex hat. Not that that matters. He's wore pink hats. He doesn't care. I don't care. I don't care if anybody else cares if he wears a pink hat. He's just one of those kids. He just doesn't care. Anyway, God love him. He came home from school yesterday. His daddy went in to get him, and his daddy didn't realize he didn't have a hat on his head. So we get home, and I'm like, Lucas, where's your hat? I left it at school. It's the 5th hat that has disappeared. Yeah. One of the hats that disappeared was made out of the Premier Nordica yarn, which makes mommy a little bit angry because that's my favorite. Like, that hat was gorgeous. So I decided to go into the closet. I know this is a long story long. I decided to go in the closet and clean out my stash to see what kind of hats I got. So while we're doing that, I pulled out all the hats and I organized the buckets into blankets, shawls and ponchos, and scarves. Nope, because the scarves are still on the floor. What's in the 3rd bucket? Cowls. I have a whole bucket of cowls. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I have this basket I made. Pretty sturdy basket. A little star stitch on it. This is going to be my hat basket that's going to sit at the floor of this closet, which is now mostly clean. You should see the floor around me. It is. It is so bad, guys. It is so bad. Well, I ain't showing you because that's my secret. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the hats that I have made. Some of these hats are from when I first learned to crochet many moons ago, about 3 years ago. And some of them are recent and all the time in between. So this is going to be just an episode about hats. Okay? And as I go through them, I'm going to toss them in my little basket. Alright, so this one is a baby hat. This one has a mommy hat to match it somewhere in this pile. Somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Mommy and baby hat. I tried to sell this set. Nobody wanted to buy it. So now it's just sitting in my closet. Oh, this is just a head thing that I made. I have a scarf that matches this in the cowl bucket. Isn't that cool? This is a stitch that I got out of one of the stitch books. But it's super easy. It's so much fun. And it makes like a cool little head wrap. If I pull this off, be prepared. Because I've been cleaning all day. It's bad. It's bad. Cinnamon is looking a hot mess today. Alright, so this is the adult hat. And this is made with, I think this is Red Heart Super Saver in the color Monet. But it might also be Stitch Studio, because I have one that's slightly similar. Anyway, I just mixed some purple and some aqua in there, made a pom-pom. This is the baby hat that matches it. It'll probably be a gift for someone at some time. Oh God, my hair is atrocious. That's gonna go in the hat bucket for now. I'm gonna try on hats, so just deal with the hair, guys. This is one of my favorite hats. It looked so cute when I had my little cute red glasses. This is Mommy's hat. Because Mommy loves color. Mommy loves color. And I like being funky. It looks so cute when I have my little nerdy red glasses. But yeah. And then I made this head wrap with leftover yarn. Little bean stitches. This is after I learned the bean stitch from Jada Stitches. So this is like, I think 2 years old. Made this hat. Total hipster style hat. You can wear it back further and be slouchy. Tuck all your hair in. Got the little braids happening. I love the colors. Love the colors. I just like color. This is a total mess up. I might send this to my niece. I made this for one niece. My niece, who is now 14. I made this off of a pattern I found online. Okay. It is meant to be bonnet style, but it sits on top of your head like a regular hat. But the front part is kind of bonnet style. And I don't know, it came out really super small. And she's got a tiny little peanut head anyway, because she's like super, super stick skinny. Her whole everything is skinny, except she's almost as tall as I am. So I made this for her, and then I realized it was too small. So I stashed it. I think I am going to send this to my other niece. She's going to be 2, and if this doesn't fit her now, it will fit her. Woo! Hair in my eye. It will fit her next year. Alright, so I'm going to set that aside for baby girl. But anyway, that was cute. So that was a mess up, and then I ended up making the hat all over again for my older niece. And then this was a set I made. There's a seam. Rotate. Made this a couple years ago. It's got a matching scarf. I have no idea what this yarn is. I got this yarn in a mystery bag from Joann Fabric. I think it was 2 years ago. And somebody contacted me, and they wanted the scarf, and they wanted an ear warmer instead of a hat to match. And I'm like, I have no idea what that yarn is. There's no way I could replicate this. So I lost a sale, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Some of these hats are really bad because they're from, you know, they're from the beginning, and they're made from scratches. Yeah, they're made from scratches. This is one of the really bad ones. It was my first attempt at ear flaps. Although, I don't know, it's not too bad. It's ugly when it's off. Ear flaps and scrap yarn. It's not pretty, but I know someone will be happy to have it. So this is probably going to be a donate. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Yeah, so I'm just making another pile. None of these are actually making it into the basket. And then this one is huge. This is the Jada Stitches cloche hat. This is one of the first hats I ever made, but like, I look like Mushmouth. Does anybody know who Mushmouth is from Fat Albert? Okay. I kept it though because this reminds me of where I started from, where all my hats were just enormous. It would be cute if it actually fit. I may have to retry this pattern. Ugh. I called it my Fruit Loops hat for a while because it reminded me of Fruit Loops. But yeah, that's a hot mess. That don't fit nobody. Anyway, and this is a little ear warmer thing I made out of homespun. I think I have a matching cowl in there that goes with this. I love the homespun. Ain't that pretty? Got that. Oh, I gotta pull my hair up for this one. It's a pigtail thing. It's a pigtail. It's a messy bun hat. Messy bun hat. Gotta give myself a messy bun. I don't know how them teenagers do that and it looks good. Because when I do it, I look ridiculous. There. Ridiculous. Okay. I really just decided to make this video because I got tired of cleaning. Shh. Don't tell nobody. See, there's my crease. I keep putting my crease in the front. And then when I give hats to other people and they put their crease in the front, I'm like, your crease is in the front. So a messy bun hat. This is actually really warm. I'm getting hot. I may have to take this thing off. Woo-wee. And then this is definitely going to be my son's hat. A little camo hat. We don't do camo. We're like not into the camo stuff. But that's definitely a little boy's hat. I made this one. I made this one for my sister's girlfriend. And she's like, how big do you think my head is? Well, if it's my head. So I just, see, every time, put the crease in the front. You guys bored yet? How big do you think my head is? Say, I don't know, it fits my head. She's got a lot of hair. I don't know. I kept it because that's pretty. Not that side. Every time. That's pretty. That was the first time I learned how to do those. Woo-wee. Hot. I'm hot. This is the only hat of this style that I have ever made. But I love it. Isn't that cute? And I just did this out of my brain. I didn't use a pattern. But I think it is the cutest little thing. It reminds me of those little, what are they called? Them little fuzzy people from Star Wars. You know? The little fuzzball guys. I can't remember what they're called. You guys, some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you looking like I'm crazy. Isn't that cute? Nobody has ever wore this. I think it's cute. And it's the only one of its kind that I've ever made. Let's see. I need a drink of water. I need a drink of water. My allergies are acting up today. Got a little bit of sniffles going on. I cannot wait. Cannot wait for the spring. And then this. Super thick hat. This will fit my son too. It's a little bit tight on me. Christmas tree shop sticker on it. I paid $9.99 for something. Got that one. This one. Part of this hat was a... Wow. Ain't that glamorous? Part of this was a hat set that I got from Crystal at Ricola, aka Crystal Crochet and stuff. But there wasn't enough yarn in the pattern or in the kit to make a full hat that fit my head or my kid's head. I don't like this hat. I don't really like the pom-pom either. And this one, I have a poncho that matches this one, but the poncho is packed away. And this is a homespun. I think this is baby homespun that I found at the thrift store. It's rainbowy. Super cute. That one's really soft too. I still got more hats, guys. Yeah, some of these are going to get donated. I think a lot of these are going to get donated. I really like this one. This is made out of that parfait style yarn. Got some texture going on. It's going to be like 20 minutes of me showing you hats. You can turn me off. I don't care. This one, I made this one because of Debbie the Canadian Crocheter. This hat, it's the first video I ever saw with the Canadian Crocheter. And she was talking about she found a pattern for these hats that start with a granny square. And then instead of adding the corners onto the granny square, you just continue in circles instead of, you know, making the corners bigger by, you know, increasing. And I was watching, and this was when I first discovered her. And I was like, this is brilliant. And that's when I fell in love with Debbie. I was like, oh my God, she's brilliant. And so just by her talking and explaining the pattern, I was able to replicate it. It starts off with just a granny square, and then you just crochet in the round. And then I added like a border. Isn't that a cool hat? Granny square. Who knew? So that's why I'm keeping this one, because this is my very first ever interaction with Debbie the Canadian Crocheter. And I think this was probably before I even had a channel. Or maybe just after. And this is a head wrap. Just too big, but it's definitely too big. I can almost be a cowl. Oh, there we go, cowl. I need to put it in the cowl pile. Oh, that's a little tight for my, I don't like stuff that tight, but other people won't mind. Boom, right in the cowl box. Do, 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 do. Another head wrap. I think this was one of the first Tunisian things I ever did. See, this is memory. Oh, that's pretty. I forgot most of these even existed, because that's just how much I've, I crochet too much. And this is a hairnet. My sister works with, she works at a home. Well, it's not a home. A retirement community. And she has to wear a hairnet because she helps with the food and stuff. She's, I don't know, like a waitress. She's not a waitress, but she's like, she helps the people eat, the old people eat. And she needed a hairnet, so I pulled out some of this. And I made a little hairnet. And I actually made her one that's like really pretty colors for her work. This is just a headband and crocheted. And no, I don't have a pattern for this. That keeps, see, I should keep this on so when I try on hats, I won't look so crazy. And then I made this out of gelato yarn. Oh, it's not going to fit. It don't fit over my hairnet. There we go. I'm making a cowl to go with this, but I haven't finished it yet. And then you guys should probably remember this if you've been around long enough. This is my hooded cowl that I don't like and have never wore. I should probably send this to somebody up north that might wear it, get more use out of it. I think it's pretty. I don't know. Maybe I do like it. Maybe I do like it. Everybody was making the hooded cowls because Sandy from Crochet A made hers. And I wasn't trying to copy Sandy, but I wanted to see what I could do. It didn't have the point in the back, like the other hat I showed you. This was just me seeing what I could do. And I don't remember how I made it. But it's pretty. But I probably won't ever wear it. But, see the back is like bonnet style. Oh, we're almost done. We're almost done. And this is another one of those scrap hats. Well, this one fits over my hairnet. It fits over my hairnet. And again, I put the line in the front. That's not bad though. Not really. I'm not a brown. I don't like browns and golds a whole lot. Does anybody else have that problem? Get pointy top. That's something I need to work on. That's almost shaped like a cone. It's a great pyramid. Not all of my stuff is perfect. You guys know that already. This is the first ever messy bun hat that I ever designed. I have a scarf to match this somewhere. I designed this myself after I learned how to do this stitch, which I don't even remember what that was called. And again, see, that is like a magnet to the front of my head. And not only that, it's inside out. See if I can figure it out this time. There we go. There we go. I don't even know what yarn this was. I think I mixed two yarns together. But yeah, that's a messy bun. Messy bun. And this is a hat. Jada and Stitches has a wrap, like a shawl thing that she made out of this. I call it wagon wheels, but it's called the fan and feather stitch. And so I wanted a hat to match it. And so what I did is I did fan and feather in the round. And this is a very beginner project. I'm surprised I was able to make this. And then I sewed up, because the edges look wavy like that. So I took the peaks of the tops of the waves and I squished them together in the center. and I seamed up along the wagon wheel thing. Yeah, this ain't gonna fit over my hairnet. That's not perfect, but ooh, it's very what do they call those? Those wraps the ladies used to wear like in the 20s. You know, them head wrap things. That's what it reminds me of. It's not perfect, but I have a wrap to match it, although you could turn it and it looks like a helmet. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. Oh, this is, what is this? This is a scarf. I made a hat with a pom-pom for myself. That's really big. A little dorky, but I really like this color. I don't remember what yarn this was either. That's really pretty though. Look at them colors. Although, it could be a slouchy hat. Could be. And that's got matching fingerless gloves to go with it. Probably should have showed you together. I always make my fingerless gloves longer because I've seen a lot of them that stop below the knuckles, and I'm like, oh man, my hands will be freezing. As it is, my fingertips get cold in these. I gotta show you the whole ensemble. I think this was a sweet roll or a candy shop, maybe. It was something. I never know how to make scarves big enough. Oh, you got a 3-piece set. Ta-da! Yeah. I'm bored myself. I know you guys gotta be bored. My daughter's gonna be home from school any minute. She's gonna walk in thinking I'm crazy. Another hat for my little man. I actually made this for him last year. It looks like a bucket hat on him. It's cute. It's cute. It reminds me of my my papa. My papa. we lived in the ghetto, okay? We like seriously lived in the ghetto. But my papa thought he lived on a farm. He had chicken coops in the backyard. He lived down the street from me. He was not like, he wasn't a very good grandfather figure at all. He had his other priorities, but he had chicken coops in the backyard. He had pheasants and he had ducks and he had, I think he had a quail or two. They kept pigeons in the backyard. Like, he had rabbits at one time. They had this big, huge garden of rhubarb, which I love. Raw rhubarb with salt. Another hat. And so that, yeah. That reminds me of him because he used to always wear red flannel, a red flannel shirt all the time. And he would always have like either dirt or chicken feathers on him of some sort. So this yarn reminds me of my papa. I really like, if you haven't been able to tell, I like the different textured hats and the different stitches. All right. Well, I got a couple more. Another army looking hat. I don't like camo, but I found some of that yarn at the thrift store. And this is another hat I made for my son that he better not lose. Love this yarn. Love it. Hopefully it fits his big head. All right, we're down to the wire. We're down to the wire. This is some Hobby Lobby yarn. It's a basic beanie. I don't know what this yarn is. This is one of my favorite hats. I have a matching cowl that matches, like pinks and grays. And again, lots of textures. I really like the star stitch in hats. Right there. Another star stitch. Black and gray. This is inside out because my son has Velcro on his coat. And it absolutely has destroyed this hat. Absolutely. I mean, look at that. That's from the Velcro on his coat. So this is going in the garbage. And I got my 2 wraps I made. And another head wrap. This is just single crochet back post, front post. No. Back loop only. Single crochet, back loop only. The whole thing. Like I said, I love rainbows. And this hat was this was a neat little idea I came up with a while ago. I'll show you it as a hat. Okay. Cute. I actually really like the detail up here. But look. You untie this little string. This little doodad. It's a cowl. Is it a hat? Is it a cowl? It's both. See, it keeps your neck nice and warm. And then when you want it to be a hat again, you just pull the string, tie it up. And again, this is back loop only. I think this one, I don't know. I think I used a big hook. So I think this is back loop only, or single crochet back loop only. This long. I don't know how many stitches that is. You just make a tube. Okay. It's connected somewhere. I can't tell where. Then I crocheted a string. And I fished it through. And then, bingo bango. There's a hat. Tie it up, tie it up, tie it up, tie it up. And then you put it on. I think this is a neat idea. Actually, I have a cowl. I have a cowl that matches this. So I actually have two of the same. But, you know, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. Is anybody still watching? Hello, is this thing on? All right. I'm going to go because Jaden Stitches is live. And I think she'll keep me company while I'm going insane in the closet. Come out of the closet. It's nice out here. Bye, guys.